that better? So loud. Sorry, I'm trying to figure things out. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. That sounds much better. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So day 2, investigation. That's exactly where I am at as of right now. Now, this is a live recording that's also going to be put onto my account. Yeah. I have been away for a while, and I know it's wrong, but I was dealing with some personal shite. That hopefully I got past. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Office. Mr. White, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police detectives and the police evidence room. What's this? And the evidence room part? Prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart from my car. I have to do something real quick. There we go. I can at least come here and do a pop out on this. Chat. Live chat. Can I do a pop? There it is. Pop out chat. And there we go. There we go. I should have chat right there. And there we go. There we go. I got my OBS. Got my chat. Okay. Sorry, people are talking to me on the phone. Okay. Well, that's what you're going to find out, or try at least. All right, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if she's going to be much help to us. Don't be so sure, Mr. White. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that this thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. February 23rd, Prosecutor's Office. Underground parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. It wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only the victim who was killed in there. Evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum, it was empty. The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence at a crime scene. Never. Even though she says they didn't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, either one. Rather there is blood on the floor or not. The water in the oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. White. Huh? What's the grin for? The situation calls for one thing, and this thing is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff. You know, you can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. White. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? A minor. I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing bloodstains with stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. I lend you these glasses. You had an extra pair of these things? Ew. To test for blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Look, like this. Press the A button to spray on it. Okay, let's find some bloodstains. There's blood. You can see her eyes. You can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So this is the bloodstain? Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Oh, okay, well, we definitely know this is a bloodstain. But does something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's so odd about this, scientifically? No! Why the bloodstain's location, of course, is elementary. Huh? Why is it elementary? I mean, I would think that there was a fight. You expect bloodstains here. I suppose you might be right about that. Come on, Mr. Wright. You're all counting on you. There's something odd about the bloodstains? But if it's not the location of the blood, then maybe it's the amount of blood that's odd. It definitely thinks so. I mean, look at the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It's pretty strange. If you fought here, you'd have to have been more than blood than that. Mr. White? I'm going to mark the floor plans where we found the blood stain, okay? Hold on, I have another thing to do. Okay. Sorry about that. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma. You can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view in the case. Then, let's drag the hidden evidence out into the light of day. Huh? Yeah, it feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on everything suspicious. Yeah. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Star? You only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you two. This day old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's that kind of lead and doesn't really get my mouth watering. Okay, I guess I'm gonna be talking to Star? Today's trial. Okay, today's trial. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star. But, no. No, it's okay. It's my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from the security room right there, but I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough to you. You see, I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry, you lied on a witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Yeah? I swear it on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph was something important to tell us, but what? Detective Star. So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal when they forced you. They coughed it up. They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know? You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths. I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. But before long, they called me the cough-up queen. And there I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And where let's go or fire. I felt that I had found my dream job. Then I became the investigator. And if there's prime and proper prosecutors wouldn't let me go, I still be that one for the one today. It's all because of the SL9 incident. SL9. Wait, she doesn't mean... Okay. I guess I want to present. There are no... Oh yeah, the SL9. Here it is. Victim's memo. Found in the car trunk. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident? It's written in that knife. It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due to the transformal and very good that Goodman was killed. Very good. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Do I need to present something else? Taken by a star after the crime was committed. I'll try this one. If you think about it, it could have taken that picture from the ground. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the ground room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the crime scene? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. These 5 minutes were the whole problem, the hole in my testimony, as it were. 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. Your lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I had my testimony digressed before, and I wasn't going to have it digressed again. Just like that time. That time. I'll talk. There it is. The incident really opened up my eyes to truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable to who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I've ever handled. Police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence, so they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite clearly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The problem was they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? Oh, the basis of evidence was short. Was a short, made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and another person, as well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops. I mean, police detective security detail officer Jake Marshall. Detective Marshall. As a professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over. He was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That is what we're after now. And no one up in the fancy offices can stop us. What? Those lunchboxes you sell. There is only one person I come to sell lunches in. Oh, hey! I've been good. I've been better lately. Like I said, I'm gonna fill you in real quickly. I have been extremely under the weather mentally. Yeah. I just had no motivation to even record. And honestly, I just wanted to continue this because it's been taking much longer than I suspected. So I wanted to just do a live stream and continue where I left off. And I am so glad you coming around again. It's been a long time. In this accused office, I came here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Mr. Star's old boyfriends? Miss Star's old boyfriends? How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we found new evidence. But more importantly, how are you? Here's my connection. Hold on. So, rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. It's okay. It's okay to take breaks. I'm just glad you're doing all right. I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. So what did I miss? I really appreciate the good words. I really do. You didn't miss much. I just started, like, not that long ago. I just got the spray that can detect blood. The luminol spray, I think they call it. And I found blood behind the car, and then this is where I am now, talking to Angel Star, finding out that she was fired as a detective. I know a certain guy who might help you if tempted. If you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch received or missed star. Steak lunch received or missed star. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Oh, okay. So I had to present this to Marshall. Which I just found out that Officer Marshall used to be Detective Marshall before the SL9 incident. Where she got fired. Officer Marshall got demoted from detective to marshal. No, detective to officer. So it seems like this old case is coming back. Did you go to the detention center yet? No, I have not yet gone to the detention center quite yet. I'm thinking that might be my next stop after this. Miss Star. Yeah, Miss Star. Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? Yeah, pretty much everyone got either demoted and fired for the SL9. Yeah, that's what Angel was talking about. How it was fabricated evidence that they found to, I guess, execute the suspect. So a person died, most likely on false pretenses, and someone's trying to either get revenge. This is my thought. Someone is trying to get revenge from the SL9 incident and is trying to either take out or deal with the old crew. That's my thinking. I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along with my sister. He got along so well with my sister. It made me jealous. And he was nice to be, too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was the detective. But now he's cold. Jake and I were merely cooperating on this investigation. I like that theory. That's my, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta think. But at this point, you already know. So... we're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. So how has your life been? Anything new? Anything exciting? I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Okay, so I talked about the SL9 incident. I talked about Detective Marshall. I received the Salisbury steak. And it's in the court record, right? Yes, Salisbury steak is in the court record. I'm going to do some more investigating around here. Aha! A ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? It's significant terms. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of the thing, Mr. White. This seems so horribly familiar somehow. I already know, LOL. Do you suspect anyone in particular? I have no suspects as of right now that I'm thinking of. So... thought maybe there was something with his ladder. Oh, holy moly, there's blood there. Well, I finally finished studies I had to deal with, and I'm pretty much have around a year's worth of free time, so that's exciting. Oh, you finally finished studies. What were you studying? And congratulations. Just going to spray a whole bunch. Hahaha. Here's phone. Let's see if it works. Yes. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the bionic pressure. What? There's bubbling. About it. Yeah, what did you just say? See? You can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Forgot to analyze the blood on the phone. That's what I was trying to figure out how to do, but... oh. Ray. Oh. And... how to do it? Okay, spray. Yeah. Oh, let me. Why did it do that? Sorry, I am trying to figure things out. Spray. Yeah, it won't let me analyze the blood on that. Slide. I analyzed the blood here. There's no other blood. Maybe he's oh, there we go. This blood must be from when Luna. No, my sister hasn't. My sister wasn't the murderer. But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime. Apparently, I wasn't spraying enough. So, yeah. And her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side are you on? This has nothing to do with it taking sides. So, this means that Luna's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Pretty sure that's all the blood, because I like spray the absolute crud out of this side. I don't see anything else. Slide. Nothing over here other than the blood there. So yeah, let's I think I might need to move somewhere. I think it was probably all the blood. Emperor, yeah, I think that's probably all the blood. Yeah, it's what I'm suspecting. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to move somewhere. Move. Do I need to go to the detention center next, or should I go to the guard station? Go here. February 23rd, the police department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. You may need to investigate blood in other areas. Oh shoot, yeah, so I need to come here. I do need to go to the police station because they said the is in the evidence room or something like that. So maybe I can get in there. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense that a detective did get killed here after all. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid on in an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Okay, I guess let's examine. Do I have anything out here? Can I examine for blood out here? Maybe. I don't know. Are you full of blood? No. No. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna move. Oh yeah, there's still a mystery of two murders happening in different places with the same victim. Yeah, the body was found in the trunk of not White's what's his name? Detective something another. Well, anyway, the body was found in back of the car, but the murder took place here at in the I think the oh no. Hold on. I have a phone call. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, my sister moved and I haven't talked to her in a while, so there's that. Okay, like I said, I think I have to go to the not the detention center. I think I got to go find look for more blood. Yeah. Let's try this guard station. February 23rd, evidence room. Evidence room entrance, guard station. What's with the decor in this place? It's very. According to my pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. I'm sure. It seems the way. Seems that way. Oh, what's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly. I am so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. Oh yeah, I wonder who works here. It cannot be them. Does the marshal have whiskey? Why does the marshal have whiskey? It looks like whiskey up there. Who will bring whiskey to their job? Maybe this is why he got demoted. I don't know. What I want to know is if this is the guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know where he is already. Examine. Why is there whiskey? No clues here. I wish I can do. Oh, hey. Yikes. These are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be significant. These cacti, they're a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Executed in a cold rigged shell with spikes pointing in every direction, just like her. I'm not sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. I honestly think it's hilarious. Texas? So, yes or no, was this game originally released in Japan? Or is this, like, you know what I'm trying to say? There's a security guard uniform. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. Looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. The leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What is this called again? A ponchi? Punchi? Oh, I know, a poncho. Oh, wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check out who went in and out of here. Anything else? Oh, hey. There's a swinging door. Makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But it looks nailed shut. You can't get it in, or you can't get in that way. Of course not. If you want to go if you went through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I would say I'll be more of a yee-haw myself. Oh, look on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up as to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here, but the lasso missed. Are you sure? You sure have an active imagination. The evidence room is beyond this door. Just let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it would be open? I think we missed someone's permission. We need someone's permission to go in there first. Ace Attorney games. Yes. All Ace Attorney released in Japan and localized for the US and other English-speaking countries. And they are now supporting more languages too. Okay. No, the only reason why I'm bringing that up is because every time when they bring up just say Texas, this is clearly trying to resemble the state of Texas here in America. I always think it's 100% hilarious how over the top they have to make it. Almost like a caricature of the thing that they're trying to portray. Like Officer Marshall here. He is an over-the-top, exaggerated character of a Texan, which I think is actually kind of funny. I love it. I enjoy it. I really do. So, I think that is everything that I can look at so far in the guard station. So I think we do need to go to the detention center. Yeah, let's go to the detention center. February, blah, blah, blah. Yep, I know. This place has changed. Please. Huh. What's that? One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. No, now's no time for a chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch for Lunchland. Oh, you mean this one? Of course, actually, it's not for sale. Oh, I think I just heard the sound of my heart breaking. Now's not the time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we need evidence. The criminal, you mean? You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Yes, I have. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator. Do you have a suspect? Well, there is a suspect just arrested. In fact, it's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around and talking isn't going to fill my belly. Oh, nice, he's gone. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down. Questioning should be over, so I figured he's down there having a good cry. Later. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, the investigation is off at a running start. Okay. Yeah, it's gotten better, but it's gotten better at that, but Marshall is way over the top. I like to know at least two people. Like, I know two people from Texas, and they're definitely not cowboys. No, a lot of people, majority of the people in Texas are not cowboys. I do know, personally, I think. 2 actual real cowboys. They work on a ranch, and they also actually ride bulls professionally. So I would classify them as the cowboys. Detention center. Let's see who it is. February 23rd, detention center, visitors room. Still, I feel pretty... Okay, still, I feel better about things a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go far down the road right now. Things will just get confusing. Yeah, they're it's really, how do I say it? They get really touchy when people try to pretend they're cowboys, I guess. Ween! Huh, what was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I was the propagated against, sir. What's that say? Oh, shoot. Oh, hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of Chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Mees, so you're the guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I am not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman. Like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, I should say this. Wait, he isn't... Isn't you, Officer Minkins? You didn't, did you? Oh, gosh. Prosecutor Officer Minkies reporting, sir. What? What? Now, this is an unexpected turn of events. I guess I will talk to Mr. Minkies. Day of the crime. Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. I can hear you fine, Mr. Minkins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer is none other than Officer Marshall. There it is, confirmed. Marshall. Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Yeah, wah. That, what the heck is that guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And then I came to. I was there in the I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could do. Wrap it up. Sir. Oh, I bandaged his hand. Okay, a bandaged on his hand, just like Miss Sky. There was blood on the phone. It can't be. Yet another similarity between the cases and the one on the professor's prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. The victim. I don't mean to pry, but you are the prosecutor, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Gumshoe in the evidence room, right, sir? Please don't look at me with the sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I would say he leans heavily towards the total stranger side. So you don't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light and other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor did I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Bandaged hand. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, didn't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you can do. Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed the knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you know, you were, then I opened my eyes. I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh. Shock. The sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared. That is weird. Can the blood... So, are they saying that the blood in the evidence room is not the victim's, but this guy's? Mr. Minkins? That's true. Okay. Oh, I'm going to present something to him. The ID. Maybe he has some form of insight on it. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey. That's it. That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact. Nothing, sir. I better pry into this one a little deeper. Guess I can talk to him again? Prime details. Can you tell me what it is to you? Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room, and that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room, and I asked for him to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book as far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. Sir, so you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whopped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you, my father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything white. Then I awoke, I was here. Right. Reason for the arrest. So, Officer Minkins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Minkins didn't know Detective Goodman. The victim... Hold on. Stream's still going good. And the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID. In other words, we may have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if the body yet disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here. They told me that I had to be here, sir. Be him. Okay. They told me that it had to be him, sir, on that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime, I swear to stomp out. It's there. It's me. It's on tape. Huh? ... And you waited until now to tell us? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No, thanks. I have my own. Well, guess we better go check out the crime scene. So I need to go back to the Criminal Affairs Department? Go back to here. And go back to here, I guess. Criminal Affairs Department. February 23rd, police station. Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the chief of detectives desk. It's Police Chief Gant. Oh, hey, you. And you're sure this is all? You know what it means. If there is something missing, sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushions, behind the computer, and his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. Your score the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Yeah, it's the creepy standing man. You know what he reminds me of? This guy? He reminds me of a Pokemon gym leader. Like one of the just outlandish ones. That's what I see every time I see this guy. Ha ha ha. Righto, my boy. Yeah, how you been? Swimming much? Oh, Chief Grunt, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. White? Hey, I guess I'm going to talk to Fran? So I'm going to talk to Edgeworth, okay. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like Inquisition. Yep, well, they had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. No end of trouble. You mean the incident at Gord Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, doesn't it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, righto. Von Karma. A legend, he was undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court with you, fixed it. So he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Why, they'll just do about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Evidence room incident. It's downright odd to tell you, the detective, getting killed in their turf too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, righto, I Can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. You know, it's a full-time job just keeping a chief of detectives trap shut. Huh. He was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Oops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can discreetly ask him. Let's examine. Okay, I got this guy, so let's examine this guy. Oh, sorry, you had to see that. Oh, what exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, you see over there, that's Goodman's desk. All the ones all packed up. He wanted me to check out for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman. Detective Goodman is still there? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item. Did Detective Goodman lose something? On the date on it was February 21st. Better make a note of that in case. Half-written document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the chief of police. Shall I really get back to investigating the police department crime scene? Okay, is there anything I can do here? Here's the detective's desk. There's a computer's files on each one. Funny, there's a lot thinner than I expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of their time at their desk. I already read that one. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know. Killer used the cassette tape. What a crafty trick. That gunshot was fake. This is good. No one will expect a cassette tape in this day of age. He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. This is the police mascot, isn't it? The Blue Badger, the future star of the police force. The design's a little changed from the one outside. Well, the Dancing Blue Badger TM is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Especially its cutting-edge stuff. Now, I showed this doll here to my daughter, and she burst out into tears. Don't show her the moving Bach up outside then. It'll give her nightmares. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to him again. Permission to enter. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if I could investigate the evidence room. Okay, okay. Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Righto. Please, do I look like a selfish man? Huh. Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, I can borrow $50, and I'll give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is detective. This is a detective's ID card, isn't it? This is a special card for guests so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You can run along and do your best now. Later, folks. So I should be able to go back to the guard station. Looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Oh, look at it. Okay, I thought I'd be put in my evidence room, but okay. So let's move. I guess the entrance. Yeah, the entrance. And then here we should be able to go to the guard station. And I guess examine the door. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have an ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Haha, the card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well. What's made my bonita sky so gray? Bonita's sky so gray. Oh, Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? Oh my gosh. As you may have summed, this is my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest? That's better than the sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw. Well, what you standing here for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Bleep! Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with your hombres. You're busy then. Did I say that? Oh, I only said I don't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with some hombres. But I do have this steak lunch for you. There we go. That smell, reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Um, yes, Miss Star. Mistress. What's this? What's wrong? The fillet steak lunch. I see, I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. All right, Bonita. Bombra, you win. Ask, munch, munch, munch. Anything, munch, munch, smack. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Cool. The guard station. Mr. Marshall, you're in charge of the security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Minkins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong, and keep calling him Minkley. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I should be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the hallway on the back of my steed, Zippy. What? I love how it just takes stakes to convince Marshall to talk. Hey, sometimes you just gotta get a good hearty meal. No, he was riding down the hallway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyway. There's no need for people here anyway. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take the machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli. They sneak in next to the steak, you know. Marshall. Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of crime. That's all gone now, like drinking like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. Hold on. Sorry. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing. Anyway, this case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. The evidence... That's right, the evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. Security system. I know what maybe 2 of them machines in here do. There must be a dozen. Like I said, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower. Who the heck eats stewed cauliflower with my steaks? The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. These are the ones that Officer Minkins mentioned. If nothing happened, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Minkins and Detective Goodman, are they the ones on those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard, and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Thus, the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves an report of every ID that passes through. So this is the ID reader. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard, rather this is related to the case yet. Mr. White, I saw a number on the record just now. I've seen the number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove to the record is tied to the stabbing. It has to be... It has to be Goodman's ID. That's what I'm thinking. But let me do the transferal. So, you could explain what this whole transferable thing is about? Well, keep only evidence. We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They kept here under the prosecuting detective's supervision for 2 years, so we can re-investigate them if it turns out there was a mistake. See? So what happened to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see. Now, transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after the case is solved, it's closed forever, dead, never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to the SL9 2 days ago. Okay, so let's present Goodman's ID, which is 5842189. Remember, right? That was the number on it. See, this is the victim's ID card. Ah, yeah. The one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on it is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us the ID card record again. 5842198. There it is. The fourth number, it's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the whole world. So, then the incident occurred. Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Minkin say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So, you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing, he suddenly pointed a knife at me. Notice the one of them saying all sevens? Yes, I did. Is there anything significant about the all seven? Oh, the all sevens might. You're right. It sounds odd. If he had an ID card, then why didn't he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? All right, come, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. ID card record added to the court record. I got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to the other people with ID cards. Let's see what you're talking about. Let's give it a good hearty check. Yeah, Bruce Goodman. Notice the one of them has all sevens. Yeah, 7-7, 7-7, 7-7. At 420. 420. Okay. Now I should be able to move into the records room, the evidence room. I'm gonna move into the evidence room. February 23rd, evidence room, Sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So, this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to be of grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Right? Oh, nice. Try, Mr. White. You can't scare me. Eek! What? What? Did someone slap me? Or, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. Oh, she smacked him. So, is it true what I heard? Righto, please, do I look like a shellfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, I can borrow $50. I'll give them $50. Asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'll give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for the day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're the boss for the day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you want to have this. Evidence room floor plan. Scene of the stabbing of the detective at the police department. Okay, that was in here, so I want to talk to Detective Gumshoe. Boss for the day. Detective Gumshoe, you're the boss for the day. That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're the boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? Gumshoe is broke. Yeah, I didn't expect the slap, to be honest. They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm admitted though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal, you have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe. Of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? Edgeworth. I always believed in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in the court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate? Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case, the SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end of Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. Edgeworth evidence lockers. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed, so there can only one detective can open it. Using their ID card. Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Wow, you're on your third card since entering the force? That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own hand, right? Right. Hand. Oh, you mean your fingerprints. Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So the only locker that can open is their own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick in the handles, you see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, buzz, you get shocked. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking right now. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Evidence locker added to the courtroom. Only assigned detectives' prints can unlock the indicator to limp light. Blah blah blah. Okay. What to do from here? I guess I have to present something. I'm thinking this Goodman's note because it talks about the SL9 incident. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Detective Gumshoe's note. And that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was most surprised of anyone because of the SL9 connection. That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from the case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Yep, opens this up. Now, What was the bloody, violent, violent case? Now that was a bloody violent case. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing after I'm done talking to him. I'm going to spray the entire place for any blood. This, a serial killing. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So, that switchblade. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Interesting. Okay, I am going to, like you said, examination and luminol go burr. Everything's getting sprayed down. Everything. Just like Oprah, everyone gets something. Boom, and I don't know what to spray, but I'm going to spray everything. Oh, there's a bloody handprint. Damn it. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. There's just might be something significant. Hey, what's that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What is this? It's called luminol testing fluid. You'll get your hands on that. Where do you get your hands on that? I would like to get some too. I'll just borrow 50 bucks from the chief. Where did you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'll better jot this down on the floor plans. Okay, so is that it right here? Nothing interesting. Okay, slide over. There's another bloody print here. I knew it. This is someone's right hand print. Huh? What? What's the matter, detective? This locker. It's mine. It's yours? Please. You have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pal? Please? This is important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. That's interesting. You can't trust... What? You're a detective. Okay, again, luminol go burr. There's the blood. You must have been one of the massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. That's your... What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Gumshoe. Goodman was actually an alien. This proves that something really happened in front of his locker. I'll make a note of that on the floor plans. Hey, if you don't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. That was weird when I could stop. Hey, let me think. And do some examining. I saw that here. There's something sticking out here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence of some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here, that said. I bet the evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like this, the evidence gets dirty and ripped. The guard checks on what kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under the trench coat either. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Okay. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not sure. Someone definitely died here. Yes, someone definitely did die. But who? I don't know if it was actually Goodman. Not sure about the dreams, though. It wouldn't open. Did you really think it would? Hey, pal, our security is high-tech around here. Oh, hey, it's the stuff that we used on the last, yeah. Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is. Ha! That's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's the metal detector. The one that led to solving the case out of Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's the bug sweeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. Okay, so we'll slide. You wanna look at this? What is this? Blood? Yeah. Ah, yes. Using the metal detector on Von Karma's shoulder. Found memories. Yeah. Using it because of the bullet. I just remember I just remember him asking if we wanted to use the fishing pole or anything else during the other one at Gourd Lake. It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. White, what if there's another blood stain left in the room? We already did. We should use our testing fluid to find it out. Wow, someone must have broken something big in to make all these pieces. Tiffy Gumshoe, perhaps. Goodman. There you go, pal, making me out to be some sort of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Do we need to take a closer look? I will take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces are in before whatever it was broke. What, you want to try to put them back together? Ha! Good luck, pal. There's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I'm always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest back together. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pieces. Ooh, puzzle time. Okay. Oh. That look. Oh, it does work. Okay. That looks like it. There we go. Okay. Ooh. That looks like it right there. I think. No, it's too wide. Oh, there it is. Now it's up there. So that's towards the top, and that's a brim, but that won't work. Oh, there's blood on this one. That might be it. Yep, that is. Oh, I know exactly that one. No. No, it has to be this one, but where does it go? Oh, there we go. And that one can go exactly like that. So we're missing... Huh. Well, I think we did it. But some of the pieces are missing. Huh? I got... Yeah, I got that for FAR 2 in 2 minutes myself. Oh yeah, the problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they're missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Unstable jar added to the courtroom records. The piece back together, fragments found, crime scene. A piece that is missing. Yes, there has to be somewhere. I'm gonna examine that white glove. Ew. Someone left a glove here, and it says SL9 incident, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe. There you go, pal, making me out to some absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. The SL9. It does have the tag on it. Rubber glove added to the courtroom records. I'm going to examine this. Check. The tag says SL911. I guess this is another piece of the evidence from the court case. You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. Huh? What's confusing about that? Do you know how many other words sound like bag, gag, nag, lag, zag, bag? What is that a word? Do you challenge me? What are you playing? A word game now? Okay. Anything? Okay. No. Go back to spraying. Oh, spray this. Nothing else. In other words, I am really excited for Leto Justice Trilogy. I still don't know whether I'm going to get it or not, since I already played all of the games. In other news, that's one I want to get, and you already played all of those games as well? But what do you think? But do you think I should buy it as well and play it? Should I record it as well, or put it on my channel? Okay, let's move. Evidence. Move to the underground parking lot, and then move to the High Prosecutor's office. February 22nd, High Prosecutor's office, room 1202. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Indefinitely. Indecently. Edgeworth is not here. So again, the Apollo Justice Trilogy. Do you think it's actually worth buying? Because I was thinking about getting it. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess you'll have to come back. Nope, I don't need to come here. I will be right back. I'm going to use the facilities. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, of course, after you finish PW Trilogy, though, because it happens in chronological order, I don't know whether I'm going to get it or not, because it'll be fun to revisit them. But I'm also broke as Gumshoe. Yeah, I'm a little broke as well. I have to do a lot of saving. Everything's so expensive nowadays. So, okay, there's something that I have to do. Okay, I'm gonna go move. I have to move back to the evidence room, I think. Something I am missing here. No, don't need that. Guard station. Evidence room. We need to present the ID card. That's the victim's detective's ID card. These days, everything's card and secret numbers. I can never relax. That's only because you always lose your card. I've always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Detective Gumshoe? Rebel against the system. To unlock anything? No. Okay. Wow, that looks like a big pile of junk in the corner. Looks like a car door. With a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy that got caught was some sort of escape artist, and he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiles up for range testers. It's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than me, us. I would examine that. Oh, I can examine the inside. Look, one's open, and the red indicator light above the doors is lit. That locker is coated with Detective Gumshoe's fingerprint. I'd love to see the Apollo Justice games in remastered graphics, but still, I've already played the games, so I don't know. But I totally recommend you. Yeah, also great Ace Attorney is always awesome. I saw that one too, the Great Ace Attorney. So if I invested the cash in to get the Apollo Justice games to play on my channel, would that be something that you'll be interested in watching as well? The locker is coated with Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints. Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if it's closed. It's empty. There must have been taken the contents somewhere else. If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar. There's two things that bother me. One, why is there some of the pieces missing? Two, does it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember the next time I make a jar. Paint. What is a saw and paint doing here? Definitely, I love seeing your reactions to the story so far. I appreciate it. This has been a roller coaster so far, even this one. So this is what I saw paint doing here. Since the dawn of time, true art has been a war against obsession. True art, I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps... Is that a handprint on his face? Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger. Well, we might say this is my studio. Huh. Here, in the evidence room. And yes, I really appreciate that you are enjoying this let's play, I guess, of this game. I really do. Okay. Trying to think of what to do next. I need to take a look at this. Hey, look. They're hard to make out, but there's some dark red stains here. Looks like blood. Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on this when he was stabbed? Not likely. The blood looks like may been there for months, maybe longer. This jar was evidence in the SL9 incident. It might have the blood that got on it. Hey. Thinking that's it? Again, let's move back. See if he's in his Blue Badger's still right now on today. Give him a little benefit of the doubt. Yep, okay. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. Ugh. Move back to the underground parking lot. And should be able to go to high officers. Or not. Where is this? Yeah, those soulless eyes are sketchy. What happens if I spray down here? Any blood? Not seen anything. Oob. Oob. Underground. Oob. Here. I can't remember what to do either. Or examine the desk maybe. I literally can't remember. What happens if I spray the face down? Go back to the guard station. Go back into the evidence room. Talk. Okay. Do they have an evidence? Do I have an evidence floor plan I can look at? Evidence floor plan, so I should be able to look at it. Okay, there. Has to be something I'm missing. is interesting. Hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry, threw some food in the oven. Okay, talk, an incident, okay, where to do, move, examine. Try presenting the ID. I recall record. Okay, presenting the ID record to Gumshoe. Oh yeah! The ID record. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Yeah, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here. What? What is this? What is it? The second number. It's not your ID number. It's Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? The ID record updated in the court record. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Hey pal, look at the time. Was there something you need to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting him out soon. Oh yeah. I'm going to be giving them my report for the day. What in the world is that? It might help you, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. Okay, so that was the ID record. That's the thing I need to present. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. Now we can go over there. Okay. Back. And underground. Now I can go to the February 22nd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. The heck? Bellboy. Apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave so long. Is Edgeworth here? They're standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Right. He has a hotel. He has a hotel. Bring him tea service. Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry. I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the last information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening up near here. I think he's trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Well, I guess I can talk to him now. Injury. Yeah. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of colluding evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Colluding, conleading. Wow, I'm having a stroke. Yes, apparently there is someone who believes that I concluded evidence. They gave me a warning. You are lucky this time again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Tomorrow's trial. Are you okay with the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still presiding prosecuting attorney, however. Something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. Police department? Yes. Any further investigations for this will be detected by the chief of police, Gunt. Oh, and thank you for tipping me off on the ID record. I would have not thought about that. I can do anything but wait for his results. I see. Why? I ask you why. All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Okay, I'm going to present the ID card record to him. Because his number is on it. The ID card record. Yes. Oh, right. I'd better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID cards usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. But why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please, don't look at me like that. I was asked to go in there by Chief Gant, no less. The chief of police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. The AI-16. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have been if the evidence. It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case was it? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now, I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Evidence from a past case. Evidence brought back to grants request. Okay. Stubborn was always, as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Is there anything else? Should I take Goodman's note? I know you probably got a hold of some information already, right? It's all has to be done with the case that were on the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicions you are wrapped up in. You and the man who received the worst memory in his life. Figured I'll better telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father's murder in the elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Yeah, should be able to talk to him. Allegation of fraudery. The SL9 incident was the heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was Deputy Chief of Police at the time. Oh, and by the way, I definitely remember something to do with this desk. I wanna try spray it with. Wanna try spraying it with luminol. Okay, I'll give her a try. Give it a try then. By the way, I distinctly remember something to do with his desk. Want to try spraying it with luminol. Oh, okay. I heard the investigation was... My watch went off. Well done. Damian Grant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago. Then. He was top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What? I want to know why was the Deputy Chief of Police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a victim, a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I don't have a code, and I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. White and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, Well then. You might have use for this. Hey! Fingerprint duster. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. But for me? Are you sure? We are the enemy. We are the enemy of, I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. There, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving this to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprint set. Recovers fingerprints from fingerprints or composition while blah, blah, blah. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Yes, that weird handprint. I do remember that one. So you said examine this. A desk, quite contrary and expected. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so high, I can see my reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take the name present as a souvenir. Don't, he'll sue you. Okay. I want to try spraying it with luminol. Let's try that. Nothing's coming up. Yeah, nothing's coming up when I try to use the luminol on the desk. There could be something on that I need to look at, but just not right now? Maybe? But we can go back to the evidence room in the time being. Move to the evidence room. February 23rd, evidence room, Sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here is the blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. Finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quite prosecuting the choose a finger. I think this one? Okay. Now it's time to check for fingerprints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma starting to get this sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you know about to do that? With the A button. See? Tooth. Ah, looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do you do that? With the X button. Exciting, I know. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candle at a birthday cake. Wow, that looks like fun. It might take might take some time getting used to though. It's fine. I'll go. Oh, it's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. Just pour the powder on. Thick and blow away the excess. These are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. White. I guess you'll better give it a try. I have no idea what I'm doing. Blow. Ha! You did it. You found one. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this fingerprint must have worn a glove. But there was that mysterious one we found. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. It's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't you look at the other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. Oh, there's another one. Seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Right there. Oh, so I'm going to let you know. There we go. Apparently on the Xbox, they just revealed, or they added this game onto their store. I think it's hilarious. Hey, a print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right now, right away. So we're done. We're not done yet. This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who's the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth, and point out the person you think left these prints. Now, how am I supposed to know who's that? It could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are different in places, right? It means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So, the fingerprints could be most likely found on this evidence locker. Okay, definitely not Grant. No. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Most likely it's Detective Gumshoe. That's what I'm thinking. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, it's Detective Gumshoe. Match found. So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong with Mr. Wright? You gave me this So what look? I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes we hit, sometimes we miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. White. Thanks. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there's one other handprint in this room. Let's go check it out. Yes. Right here. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Right. There was a handprint here. Okay. What? Want to try using this? Yes. Here we go. Yeah. Let's check for prints. Let's check the prints. Okay, let's check for prints. That's spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood has wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints on that area will have to be wiped away, too. Huh, right. So, there means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that won't wipe away. Prints other than the ones left behind by a bloody hand. Okay. Let's get this dark one here. Wipe away. So yes, there's that one area right there. So right here. I'll try to do it. Yeah. I gave it on my best shot. What kind of result? That kind of results won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we got a clear result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. That one. Oh my lord. Just finish this off. There we go. Now let's match it. Marshall. Has to be Marshall. Match found. Hey, these fingerprints, these are they. Whose are they? Who's... Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall? Huh. Officer Jake Marshall. Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. That's got to be the coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma? This is definitely different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol's reaction, the blood, and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. So, we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain. But why would Officer Marshall? Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. To be continued. That was a long one. Holy moly. Oh, yes, I like to save. Oh my gosh. Trial former. Oh my gosh, that was long. What I got on recording is almost 3 hours. I didn't expect it to take that long. But like you said, this is a very, very long. That was very long, yeah. Oh. Well, it also could have caused it to be longer because I was just trying to figure out what to do. I will most likely. I'm going to be ending this stream. I will most likely will try to stream again, maybe Monday. I don't know. If not, I'm going to try to I'm going to try recording again. I really don't know, but I'm going to try to shoot for Monday. Hopefully at the same time as today, maybe. If not, I don't know. I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to get things organized in my own life as well. Yes. So, to wrap things up, I don't know why Marshall will be in that room. Does he even have access to that room? And why would he be in that room? Second of all, it can't be. Okay, I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to have a suspect in mind that it might be, just might be, Officer Marshall. That might be the killer. What is your thoughts? Because I have no idea, and that's what I'm thinking. He's definitely involved in this somehow. Rather he's the killer or not is another thing altogether. Okay, that is true. Okay, I'm going actually I'm going to have to cut it right here. Yes, I'm going to shoot for Monday. Monday. Again, I'm going to shoot for Monday, hopefully in the afternoon for mine. So I'm going to try to go live because I'm just going to go live on this point. I'm going to stream it, I should say, at like 4 o'clock my time, 4 p.m. my time, which is Mountain Standard Time. If that's too late for you, let me know. So you have a good night, and thank you for all your help. You were extremely helpful. And you've been helpful, so so I'm gonna